Welcome back to the podcast. If you haven't listened to the last episode about the benefits of hiring a cricket coach, I highly recommend you go and do so, because today's episode is how to hire a good cricket coach, some mistakes to avoid. Let's jump straight in, James. Mistake number one, not defining clear cricketing goals. Can you expand on that for us?
Yeah, sure. So this goes out to all the parents, athletes, coaches, individuals out there who want to get better at the game of cricket, and they're desperately to find a coach that suits them. And there's so many coaches out there, it's hard to navigate and choose which is the best one for you. So that's the whole purpose of today's episode. So with that in mind, one of the things I see when lots of people come to us for advice and coaching advice is most of them don't have a clear goal. They don't have any clear cricketing goals. They say, I just want to get better at cricket. Well, that's great. We all want to get better at cricket, but how? What specifically? Because when you define your goals, it helps you narrow down with the type of coach you want to work with. Let's say, for example, if I said, I want to get better at cricket, cool. Are you a batsman or a bowler? I'm a bowler. Therefore, if I go to a coach who specializes in batsmen, is he really going to help you become a better bowler? Maybe, because he has some experience. But wouldn't you be better suited if you're going to a specific bowling coach or somebody who's played the game at the highest level, who's a bowler, who's now also a bowling coach? You're going to find better insights and tips and strategies from that type of person, or breaking it down even further. Now, I can help leg spinners because I'm a leg spinner myself. I'm a batsman, but I bowl leg spin. So I'm not as comfortable as teaching fast bowling as I am leg spin, because I can give you the insights and the tips and the tricks and strategies that I use when I'm out in the field playing. So, if you're breaking it down even further, are you a fast bowler, an off-spin bowler, a left armer, a Chinaman, if you want to call it? You can't really say left arm spinner now these days, but you can't really say that anymore, can you? Have to realise that now. Or a leg spinner, okay? So you have all these different things. So mistake number one is you don't have any clear goals. You don't know who you're going to work with. Therefore, you're not going to find the coach that's best suited to your needs that time. And remember, there are different coaches for different times in your career. Okay, you may be an all-rounder, but we're going to focus on batting first. Cool, focus on the batting. Then you want to focus on your fast bowling. Cool, find a fast bowling coach who can help you specifically then too. The same coach doesn't always do the best for both. I think that's a really good tip to have in mind.
Yeah, very good tip indeed. What about choosing a coach solely based on cost? Good idea?
Oh, I see this time and time again. And then you see this, and I understand it, because cricket is an expensive sport, particularly for kids, particularly for parents who have to pay for their kids for all the travel involved, the kit involved. They grow out of kit so fast, the team kit they have to play in. So I totally understand this. And sometimes you're looking for coaches purely based on cost. Who's the cheapest coach out there? Understandably, but sometimes experience and expertise go a long way. And what you can achieve with a coach who's maybe slightly more expensive will get you there faster than 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 sessions in some cases you hear with other coaches. And I've heard this several times before in the past, where people coming to me, they've tried to reach a certain goal working elsewhere, and they still haven't reached that goal after 5 or 6 sessions. They get frustrated, fed up, almost give up on the idea of it. And suddenly a conversation in the bar, down the cricket club, something changes something, and suddenly they've found themselves improving their game based on. And sometimes the best coaching tips happen outside of coaching. Let's be honest. I've learned so much in the bar, talking to the boys after the game, talking to ex-pros at the end of games as well, that you tend to take on this too. So when it comes to cost, it's not necessarily all about the cost, whether the cheapest or the most expensive, because sometimes the most expensive people are not always the best people either. They're just doing it for the sake of being the most expensive. You've got to find somebody based on experience, credentials, what's their playing experience sometimes. There's lots of coaches out there who don't play the game anymore. And you've got to understand that counts for a lot. And you've got to take this again. I'm off to work with Steve James later today. He's played the game at the highest levels. I want to extract as much information as possible from him so I can improve my game, because he's been there, done it. So that's the type of people I want to work with and find each time. And you guys are going to find the same people as well. Who's got the experience, who's got the ability to talk to people, communicate these ideas, who's got the playing experience as well to help communicate these ideas through. So don't just choose a coach based on cost unless your budget absolutely dictates it. But then sometimes don't even spend the money at all, if that's the case, I think is the best way to put it.
Cool. That was great. What about coaching style and a coach's personality? How are they impacted? Are they important?
Really important, because not everyone's the same type of person. Some people will work well with an authoritarian dictator type coach. The old school approach, I work quite well with the old. I think of Kevin Lyons, a whole coach here at Cardiff and throughout the years. He's very, very old school, very much, do it this way, and I get on well with him. However, that doesn't always work well with the youngsters coming through, because it's a very brash personality and it doesn't fit modern times. So are you an introvert as a cricketer? Are you an extrovert as a cricketer? What is your personality type? We'll figure that out. Parents help, think about this too when you're trying to find a coach. It's got to be somebody that can communicate, can get on well with them, but also is not afraid to give a bit of tough love in the nicest possible. I think that's a key thing here now. So you've got to look at the coaching style. Is it dictatorship, as in you must do this, and are they like this brash, over the top type person? Well, that may grate on a lot of people. Or are they quite quiet, softly spoken, less is more type approach? There's no right or wrong. It's whatever's best for you, your kids, the athlete in question, and the expertise you're going to get from it. My coaching approach is very much less is more. I want more doing rather than specific verbal diarrhea. I want to get the kids and the athletes in positions where they're doing the shots, they're practicing their bowling without me saying too much to do it, and then staying back and observing. Because if you overload them with too much information, then they'll go pop and they'll learn nothing. So less is more, but less is more done well and done better, I think, is the best way to put it. Like an inch wide, mile deep type philosophy. That's how we approach each thing. So master each thing and then keep layering them and stacking these habits on top of each other. That's our approach anyway. And whether it suits you, great. If not, not a problem at all. There's other great coaches out there too.
Nice. I was going to, my final question to you was which isn't this one, by the way, it was going to be to define yourself as a coach, but you've just done it. You've just done it there. So well done. What about, obviously nowadays, testimonials and reviews are huge. Is it important to check testimonials and reviews when hiring a coach?
Yeah, it is. You've got to listen to other people who've worked with these coaches. You've got to read what other people are saying about them, the work they do, the information, and more importantly, the currency, which is wickets and runs. Are these people they're coaching getting runs? Are they taking wickets? If so, great. You've got to speak to them and find them out. So if there's nothing showcasing the results you've done with other people, then, there's a couple of red flags. Maybe they're new to the game of coaching, and that's okay too. But just do due diligence to make sure that it's the right thing for you. But testimonials and reviews and hearing what other coaches, other athletes, other parents are saying is also a hugely beneficial tool too. So absolutely check out reviews and testimonials, but look at the results they're getting to.
Yeah. Social proof nowadays, it's a big thing, isn't it? Big thing. Cool. Any final thoughts, James, to wrap up?
No, just jump in 2 feet, find a coach. It could be the best thing you ever do to improve your game. If you're feeling frustrated, feeling anxious about your game, and you're not sure where to turn to, well, hire a coach. You can always speak to us for free. You can give us a call and we can help you discuss ideas and discuss the idea of coaching with you. That's not a problem at all. Just go to strengthmatters.com and then click with /start. Oh, not that's cricketmatters.com /start. That's our sister company, sorry.
Which company are you working for now at the moment?
I realised that exactly. I know, both of them. There we go. So you can always do that. Or just consider it though, because the best athletes have coaches. There's no one who's got to the top of the game without having a good, solid coach and a mentor behind them. So just bear that in mind. You can always struggle on your own, or you can go with somebody along the way. And it's more fun most of the time with somebody along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And do indeed go to cricketmatters.com and check out all our services and also you can get our free training plan by going to cricketmatters.com /train. That is it for today. Thank you very much.